And now, Sportsline Friday night.
Welcome to Sportsline Friday nights for Week 6 of this high school football season. I'm Eric Moon. Cole Sams joins us in a moment. As always, we'll start with our Sportsline Game of the Week, presented by your Southern Idaho Honda dealers. Here comes Barkley Beck, racing for the pylon. He's got it. You can give King a royal wave goodbye. Touchdown, Hillcrest. Two of the hottest teams in East Idaho tangoed at Thunder Stadium. The unbeaten Hillcrest Knights tried to improve to 6-0 this season, while the Madison Bobcats seeked their 5th straight win. Here come the Knights, looking to build off of an historic start to their campaign. But the Bobcats are coming to town just as hot. And just like last year's meeting, defense reigns supreme. Hillcrest with the ball late in the first. Peyton Kane's pass is tipped 1, 2, 3 times before David Dolby comes down with a pick. Madison, though, could not take advantage on the scoreboard. So when the Knights get the ball back, still in a scoreless game, they get moving with Tayson Pittiger racing for the first down. On the next play, Hillcrest keeps it going when King calls his own number, bouncing off of Bobcats like a bowling ball, and he keeps rolling for a big gain. Later in the drive, it's 4th and goal from the 1. Braxton Battleson wins the battle at the line, and he is in for the touchdown. Hillcrest leads 7-0. It would stay that way going into halftime, and Cousin Moon, yes, we're related, took in a good one tonight. A low-scoring matchup goes the way of Hillcrest in a 14-0 shutout victory, and the Knights are 6-0. Now to Ravston Stadium, where the Rigby Trojans are flying higher than their cheerleaders tonight. Down 7 in the first quarter, Trojans go on to score 4 unanswered touchdowns, including this one by Mason Priest. He wasn't satisfied with just one score, though. And here we go again. Luke Flowers finding him again on a crossing route. Look at him go, flying into the end zone. Trojans up 28-7 in the second quarter. Skyline gets the jump start it needs before halftime, though. Carmine Garcia hits Hamilton Woodruff on the run. Say hi to the people at home, Ham. Skyline marches into halftime with some momentum. Amani Morrell keeps the good vibes going to make it a one-score game, but Rigby puts up another couple of touchdowns after that. They win it 42-21.
After a tough loss last week against Meridian, the Highland Rams were looking to bounce back big. They faced the Blackfoot Broncos team that is winless on the season, and the Rams were hoping to spoil homecoming before they head into conference play. The Rams got it rolling from the start in this one. Drew Hymas fakes the handoff and heads to the outside, breaking multiple tackles on his way to a touchdown. On their next possession, Hymas finds his favorite target, Ridge Barella, wide open in the end zone to make it 14-zip Highland. Check out this play from Kalana Alvarico. He somehow gets his foot in bounds in the back of the end zone, adding more points for the Rams, who are running away with this one. Barella adds to the highlight reel by stopping on a dime and is too fast for the defense on his way for 6. Now, even the Moon made it through the uprights in this one, as Highland gets the victory over Blackfoot, 44-0.
Pocatello taking on the Shelley Russets. Pokey's on Shelley's 15-yard line looking for the long pass, but intercepted. Chase Ricks goes racing down the field, and the Russets make a roll of the dice on 4th down. They go for it. The gamble pays off in a big way. Chance Waite gets the first down with a flag on the field. That was against Pokey. Thunder taking the penalty for a personal foul at the end. So the Russets even closer to the end zone now, and Chase Ricks steamrolls in. Touchdown, Shelley at 7-0. And this game was a fight tooth and nail for yards on the field. Next possession, Drayson Contreras for Pokey looking deep. Ty Wilkinson gets a massive 32-yard gain, but Pokey football Storm, well, unable to gain ground after that. First half ended with the same score. However, Pocatello scored 10 points in the final minutes, and they win it 10-7, scoring the comeback win. Thunder Ridge ramped up to celebrate homecoming tonight against the Bonneville Bees. They would be jumping for joy early. Ryder Portman pinpoints it to Hudson Harker in the corner of the end zone for the first points of the game. Remember that combo, because it would be better than peanut butter and jelly tonight. Portman throwing it up to Harker again. He holds it in for the impressive catch in double coverage. Later on, Portman is weaving his way through the pass rush. There he is, scrambling until he eventually finds his man again. Guess who? It's going to be Hudson Harker for his 2nd touchdown of the night. As for the Bees, it was difficult for them in the first half to get anything going on offense. Keaton Tran thrown down with authority here by Trayton Furman, and Thunder Ridge scores its first win of the season, a 39-24 victory over Bonneville.
A barn burner in Bancroft this afternoon between Mackey and Northgate. Tayson Bruley gets the Miners on the board with a dime to Palin Bruley near the pylon for a touchdown. The Cowboys respond through the air as well. Rusty Hatch has River Hayden wide open downfield. Hayden can't stay in bounds, but gets Northgate in the red zone, and Lucky Welker would seal the deal on the drive, diving into the end zone to make it an 8-point game. To close out the first half, it's Bruley to Bruley again, connected for their second touchdown of the game. The Miners were able to convert the 2-point conversion to tie the game, but it was the Cowboys who would come out on top, defeating Mackey 28-22.
Still ahead, we'll have more scores and show you which play won out as our Sportsline top play of the week. That's next on Sportsline Friday night.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado with a Turbo Max engine. Silverado, the #1 selling truck in Southeast Idaho.
Of luck, a squeeze of serendipity, a whisper of hope, and a dusting of dreams to help capture the fun.
Roll up some excitement and treat yourself to a chance at wickedly good wins with 3 monstrously fun tickets from the Idaho Lottery.
At Silver Slugger Coins and Cards, we want you to bring it in. We are the shop for sports fans in East Idaho and are looking to buy sports card collections. So if you have sports cards, sports memorabilia, or collectibles, we want you to bring it in. Silver Slugger, next to Cal Ranch and Walmart in Ammon.
Welcome back. More scores from tonight's game, starting with Sugar Salem continuing to dominate. At Timberlake, the Diggers win big, 55-8. And Teton is just as hot right now. The Timberwolves put up 59 points on Snake River to win 59-36.
In Wyoming, the Evanston Red Devils dominated the Jackson Hole Broncs on home turf tonight, winning 47-14. And in Dayton, the Westside Pirates stay hot. Westside picks up a 56-12 conference win over Soda Springs.
Marsh Valley gave Declo a good game tonight in Aramo, but the Hornets ultimately come out on top 21-16. They're 6-0 this season. And out west in Middleton, Kendrick wins a neutral site game against Butte County 50-28. You can see more of tonight's scores scrolling at the bottom of your screen and in the sports section on our website at localnews8.com and in the app. Just a reminder, you can catch Idaho State football on the CW this weekend. The Bengals travel north to Missoula to face the number 18 Montana Grizzlies as ISU seeks consecutive victories. Kickoff Saturdays at 2 o'clock on the CW East Idaho Digital 8.3 or check your local listings. And we'll have coverage from Missoula this weekend on Sportsline. One other programming note, the Clemson versus Syracuse and Kansas versus Texas games that would have aired on Local News 8 tomorrow will air on the Now Channel 8.4 due to General Conference. Here we go with our Sportsline top plays that you voted on, starting at number 3. The Rigby Trojans had everything going right against Blackfoot last week, including this Luke Flowers strike to Cage Steffler, who makes a diving catch for the touchdown. A great grab there. From 5A to 8-man football, here's number 2. The Rockland Bulldogs also having their way against Water Spring. Sieg Matthews' screen pass is taken all the way by freshman Zach Perman, who makes just about every Warrior miss in the process. But by a small margin in the voting, at number 1, Skyline earns our top play of the week. From the Emotion Bowl, Skyline defeated Idaho Falls for the second straight season, thanks in part to Amani Morrell slicing through defenders for the score on that screen pass. Some good plays there, and the voting really close poll. 6 votes separating Skyline and Rockland for that top play of the week. 6 votes.
And those were both impressive plays. So, I mean, with Skyline, though, like that play, you know, it brings up the hope, but then with Rigby, or what Rigby did this week, it's kind of like back to earth a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's great for them to be able to be the #1 top play. So.
Yeah, great plays all around, and you'll see some more in our Sportsline top plays next week. That's all for this Sportsline Friday night. For Cole Sams, I'm Eric Moon. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
Your local news is now available on any of these streaming services and devices.